Well, I'm just out here getting some morning sun, but I just had to do a video on this because it was just this thought kept I guess occurring in my mind after I saw a comment in my last video. So I just wanted to talk about how I'm pretty sure as like Western society as a whole, we kind of live in I'll call it an age of escapism. Um, and there's so many different ways to like escape reality these days. Um, yeah, I mean, going back to the past video, it was like almost using like this might offend a few people, but like religion is all like can be used as like a form of escapism. Now that I kind of look at it more from the outside looking in, like people will I don't think a lot of people do it, but they can almost use it as an excuse of like, oh, I can just do whatever I want and like not even look after my body or my health because I'm going to heaven after I die. Um, and I'm not saying that that won't happen, but I don't think if like God created us and um, you know, I don't think He made us just to like sit around and wait for the next life. Um, but if we just like pray for forgiveness and then everything's okay. I mean, that doesn't really make sense in my brain, but I think that's the way a lot of religions kind of, or maybe Christianity is the one that would mostly be like that. But to keep it back on the topic of escapism, I feel like people can use that type of mindset to, yeah, just kind of like, I guess, make them feel at ease with the troubles in their life instead of actually like trying to sort them out. And I think, yeah, I'm definitely guilty of that too. Like, not specifically with religion, well, maybe actually some spirituality, like you almost get like an ego sort of thing. Like, oh, I've repented for my sins. And then like, sorry, like the idea of like there's sinners and like saved people. That can like that creates a segregation between people, right? And yeah, it just creates like this divide for some reason. And I feel like humanity as a whole should just try to be working together instead of making more ways to divide each other, if that makes sense. Yeah, just yeah, combat against each other in ways that don't even benefit anyone. Um, but yeah, back on topic. And yeah, obviously with technology, it's a lot easier to escape. Like yeah, watching YouTube videos, that's like a form of escapism for a lot of people because they can't deal with reality. And I'm not saying like there's a lot of traumatizing things that happen to people, and I've dealt with my fair share of trauma. Um, so this is me trying to talk to my younger self almost. Like I'm looking back on my life and I'm seeing like what 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 behaviors I've elicited from past happenings. And yeah, like I definitely tried to escape reality because of many different things. And I think spirituality was part of that. Like I would think, I don't know, what is it? Almost like, well, I did this celibacy thing for like a year, and then I kind of broke that recently. Um, but I almost like there was this like this thought of, hey, people are degenerates that partake in like sexual activity sort of thing without being married or um, yeah, just having like a proper connection with people, which I mean it should be, but like there's always going to be that divide, and it's very odd, like how like even in spirituality, like there's always that divide between like the do-gooders and the sinners or whatever you want to call them, and I don't think there is. Yeah, I don't think there really is like a good, if that makes sense. Like there's just shades of grey, I suppose. Yeah. Anyway, this is gonna be all over the place, but hopefully you get some value out of it. Yeah, so spirituality can be a form of escapism, and then obviously like Instagram and YouTube and even like, yeah, watching sports and stuff. Like, I think that's a way people like just kind of like they want to support a team because like, oh, the team's winning, I'm winning, that's awesome. But when you think about it, like people say, like when I support a team, I say, oh, we won on the weekend, but I literally didn't do anything to help the team win. It's kind of like, yeah, you're living vicariously through these sports teams or whatever it is you support, like any competition. Like you support a chess player, he's like, yeah, that's awesome, we won together, if that makes sense. So I'm not saying everyone's like this, but it's definitely happened to me in a lot of different forms, and I think it's a very, very big issue these days because no one wants to actually like deal with their problems. They just want to escape them. And like watching YouTube videos, videos like this, I'm not trying to say my videos are good because they're not that good, but they kind of offer insights at least, which is kind of useful. But like videos where you're just watching like people watch other people play video games, like that has to be like when you really think about it, like one of the strangest things to do. It's definitely a form of escapism. And I used to do that too. Like I used to be a massive video game player, and I would just watch people play video games. And when I look back on it, it's like, why? At least you'd play the video game yourself, or like just do something. But no, you'd enjoy watching other people play video games. And yeah, I guess some people are not able to cope with the burdens of life, and that's fair enough because life is very hard for everyone. And I'm not trying to put anyone down, but I just feel like even if we made like a little bit more of an effort to deal with our problems, like problems that we can deal with, instead of trying to escape them with like use of drugs and alcohol and all that stuff. Yeah, we all want to escape, and that's not a solution. It really just adds to the problem in the grand scheme of things, like on a personal level and like a collective level. And that's really what I'm trying to convey. That's the message I'm trying to convey in this video. Is like, I guess you can run from your problems, but yeah, there are solutions to problems, and I think we can all just kind of focus on our health and well-being. And that's another thing I was going to talk about with religion. Like, yeah, people don't look after their bodies because they don't see it's useful. Like my grandparents were pretty devout Christians, and they like didn't take care of themselves, but they kind of just thought that's all right because we're going to go to heaven after we die. So yeah, this video is potentially a bit negative, but I also feel like it's based in reality, I suppose. Yeah, because there has to be a basis for reality. Yeah. Well, hopefully that made sense. Like, it was very rambly, but it's good stuff to think about. And let me know what you think. I'm always open. I don't think I'm right, but this is just my perspective at the moment, and I just thought it would be thought-provoking. So yeah, get out in the sun. It's a glorious day down here. I'm gonna try and fix my posture, I think. But take it easy, everyone. I'll talk to you soon.